Mississippi State LSU, Week 3, Game Time, TV Channel, How to Watch Online, 9/16/2017. Mississippi State and LSU will square off in the SEC opener for both teams at 7 p.m. Saturday. This is the third game of the season for both teams, both of which are 2-0. Mississippi State has looked impressive in its two victories, having no problems in a 49-0 shutout of Charleston Southern and a 57-21 win at Louisiana Tech. Meanwhile, LSU also pitched a shutout in its season opener against BYU, 27-0, before handling Chattanooga, 45-10. Here's everything you need to know about the Bulldogs matchup against the Tigers. Mississippi State football versus LSU game time. Details: the game is scheduled for a 7 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff on Saturday, September 16th. The game will be played in Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Miss. As the Bulldogs will be the home team. Which TV channel is Mississippi State football versus LSU on? The Mississippi State football game against LSU will air on ESPN. How can I watch Mississippi State football versus LSU online? You can watch Mississippi State football versus LSU on WatchESPN. How can I listen to Mississippi State football versus LSU on the radio? Mississippi State football fans can find their local radio station here. LSU fans can find their game here. Mississippi State football versus LSU preview. Keys to the game: 1. Will Nick Fitzgerald live up to the hype against LSU's defense? Mississippi State junior QB Nick Fitzgerald is getting plenty of attention, enough that some people have him pegged to make the trip to New York for the Heisman Trophy festivities later this year. However, he'll be facing a supremely talented defense coached by one of the better defensive coordinators in the nation, Dave Aranda. So far, Fitzgerald has 8 total TDs, 5 passing, 3 rushing. He did hurt Louisiana Tech with his mobility last week, rushing for 111 yards and a score, but how dynamic will he be against LSU's athletes? He's rushed for 100 yards in 7 of his last 9 games, but that'll be tested by the Tigers on Saturday. 2. Is there any stopping LSU RB Darius Geese? This is, after all, a matchup between two of the most dangerous runners in the SEC. Darius Geese has gone for at least 100 yards and 2 TDs in each game so far this season, and he's averaging 5.3 yards per carry. He already has 6 explosions of 10-plus yards a season, after finishing with 37, second only to Fitzgerald's 45 to lead the SEC. Despite building big leads in its first 2 games, Mississippi State's opponents insisted on pounding the ball. Even though Louisiana Tech dialed up the run 50 times, MSU held it to 152 yards, 3.0 yards per rush. How will the Bulldogs hold up against the speed and power of Geese? 3. Can Mississippi State win a close game against LSU? Although LSU has won 16 of the last 17 meetings between the two schools, each of the last 3 games have been competitive. The Tigers have gone 2-1 in those contests, and each game was decided by no more than 5 points. After Dak Prescott and company engineered a 34-29 win in Death Valley in 2014, the Tigers have won by 2 points and 3 points, respectively, each of the last 2 years. The Cowbells will be out in full force in Starkville in hopes of being a difference maker as Hail State looks to pull off the upset.